Hi, my name's Alison Stokes and I'm the author of Dogs for Life. As the title says, Dogs for Life is a collection of true tales of pets with a purpose. The idea for this book came a couple of years ago when I was at Crufts Dog Show and I was watching a demonstration by assistance dogs. They had some room set out in the show ring, and they had a disabled person in bed, and the dog was coming in and he was getting them up in the morning, it was putting their washing in the washing machine, it was helping them make breakfast, it was getting the phone for them when they needed it, it was helping them to get dressed. And it was just really impressive the way they trained these animals to do absolutely everything. And it got me thinking, wouldn't it be good if I could write a book about these kind of animals? A short time afterwards, I read a story about a project called Burns by Your Side, which was set up by Burns Pet Food Foundation. It's a scheme where volunteers and their dogs especially trained to go into schools, and they help young children who may not like reading or may not want to read, or just a bit reluctant. And every week they go in, they get their book, they sit with the dog and they read to them. And it was just incredible to see, again, how these children relaxed and opened up when there were dogs around, whereas they wouldn't with their teachers. As I researched this book, I came across many stories of inspirational animals who each had different jobs to do and each were equally important. I started writing working as a journalist on local newspapers. About 10 years ago, I wrote my first book when I worked with a young mum called Kate Allett. She'd suffered a serious brainstem stroke, which had led her to be locked in her own body. I helped her to co-write the story of her recovery. I've written a number of quick reads over the years. The last one was called Gun Shy, and that was also a true animal story. It told the story of Vida, who was an army sniffer dog out in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he became gun shy, which is a term that's used when dogs become scared of loud bangs. So Angie McDonnell, who was an army medic out in Afghanistan, took the decision that she wanted to rehome him, and she worked hard to retrain him and bring him back to her home in Wales. And they've had a brilliant life together, and it shows that just because an animal can no longer do one thing, they can be trained to do lots of different things. And she retrained him, and now they have an amazing life together, and it's all had a happy ending, just like some of the stories in this book.